right there, that was a clip from one of my favorite series to watch on ABC called Grownish. And the reason why I like to watch it is because it gives me an insight of the mind of my own daughter, who's a teenager.
Yeah.
And it's so blatantly open and honest, and they touch on so much different subject matter that it's for me, Heather, it's like going to school.
Okay.
To learn about the mind of a young lady starring Yara Shahidi. And our two guests are here today. These beautiful sisters, these beautiful spirits that I got a chance to meet at a YouTube event, which the event was almost like a tutorial to find out how you could have a better presence online and how you could utilize your YouTube channels better. And I saw these two young ladies in there, and I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive that they're in here learning these things. And then I met their father at the same time, and they were familiar with me, which I was surprised by.
And they heard the word that you really love to watch like girly shows.
They may have heard that. Gossip Girl. That's my joint. That's my joint. And then, and I learned about them from there, and I learned about the affiliation with the world's greatest entertainer, Beyoncé. And we talked about them coming to the show, and me bragging like, are they ready? Are you sure they're ready? I was talking to their father, and they were looking at me like I was dumb. Like, do you know who this is? And certainly they were more than ready, and they're here today for the first time. Please welcome Chloe and Halle, ladies and gentlemen. They've gone off to do so many amazing things. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
We're so excited to be here.
Yes, I just got to personally thank you because my daughter is 19.
Hey, that's so cool.
Yes, that's your age, right? And so by watching you guys and by watching this show, I'm able to have all of these great conversations with her. And then we have similar taste in music. I just told her that you guys are here. And she got excited about it. So you guys helped me be cool in my daughter's eyes.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you. I owe you for that.
Oh, you're sweet.
Yes.
I bet she's awesome too. I can't wait to meet her.
She's a lot like you guys.
Yeah. I was about to say, you guys look like you would hang out with Kiyomi. You guys kind of look related now that I'm staring at you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, you do. Where y'all from?
So we are from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, but we live in Los Angeles now. Just chilling, living life.
And so my family is not from Atlanta, Georgia.
Right.
Where your pops from?
He's from South Carolina, Charleston.
Charleston.
South Carolina.
Okay, so that's where y'all got traded? Yeah. In the Carolinas?
Everybody got dropped off somewhere.
All right. You guys, what I admire most, I mean, I know you guys been on tour with Beyonce. You made a lot of impact on YouTube. Now you on the biggest network there is, ABC, on one of the most popular shows there is. But they're the same way, Heather, in terms of their disposition and how they are in their demeanor.
Yeah.
As when I first met them. You wouldn't even know they've had so much success.
I'm curious though, because you guys said you were raised in Georgia, but now you live in Los Angeles. What was the biggest? Because I can't imagine being a teenager and making that big jump. Because you have these ideas in your head. Obviously, I'm gonna go to Hollywood. We're gonna blow up. But what is it really like making that jump?
We just have to give all the credit to our parents, really, because our entire family, our mom, our dad, and our brother Branson, who's like 12 now, we all made the decision collectively to move to Los Angeles to, further pursue our dreams. And so for one, we're truly, truly grateful for that. And, Halle and I, we were just excited. We were just in the mind frame of like, oh my goodness, it's a new step. It's a new life. What are we going to do? We don't really know anything out there, but it's exciting. And I remember the last day we were packing at our house, we saw this huge grasshopper on the door, and we're super into like symbolisms and what the universe is trying to tell us. And we looked it up, and it was like, leap forward, you're going in the right direction. And we were like, that's all we needed to know. I was so excited. Once we got settled into Los Angeles, I was like, I love this. This is my new home. I learned how to drive there. I feel like if I can drive there, I can drive anywhere. So I'm good.
That 405 is a beast, huh? So you talked about symbolism. How did you discover symbolism?
Oh my goodness. Well, we've always been into God. That has been, our staple since we were little girls. And we believe in, manifesting positivity into your life, just with being happy and just being a great person in general. And so we like to look up, we love animals and love to look up little things when we see like a cat run past us or something. Like, what does that mean? Like, what is the universe trying to tell us here? But yeah, we're definitely just into finding out ourselves and everything. Yeah.
You got a song. Is that one of their songs, Heather?
But no, they said God, and my grandmother started calling.
Somebody mentioned my name. And they got a song called "If God Spoke" on the project too, right?
Yes.
Have you heard? What does God's voice sound like?
Oh wow, I feel like, God is always talking inside of us, and I feel like there's a piece of God within us, that light and love and joy. And I remember, when my sister and we wrote this song, we were like, if we could hear God speak English, what, would it say? And so I remember I walked in the studio and Halle laid down this incredible first verse and hook, and the lyrics were so beautiful. I'm like, sis, what does this mean? And she was like, well, if God was talking to us. And I was like, so we should call it If God Spoke. And we just finished writing the song from our hearts because, there's a lot of times where in whatever you're doing in your life, whether it's through your career or love or just learning to find your inner happiness, you're like, why isn't this happening now? And my sister and I, we truly believe timing is everything and everything happens for a reason. So whenever we get frustrated, we kind of put our frustrations in that song. Yeah. And we were like, we're going to let it go. If God was talking to us, it would say, let it go. Just let it be. Yeah. Everything that's yours will come and you should just trust it. So that's where that song came from.
My great auntie, Lucy Murph, I'll bring her up often because I grew up being raised by an elderly woman, used to always say, let go and let God.
Yeah.
You guys used to hear that as well?
Yeah. Yes, all the time.
I like how you refer to God as it.
Yeah.
Where'd you learn that?
I just feel like God is light and, it could be a female, a male, or, it's all inside of us. So it's just universal love.
Wow, you're so much deeper than I was at your age. What was I thinking?
You know what, though? On the subject of timing, it had me think about, obviously, the internet has been such an amazing radical tool for you guys with success. I also find that a lot of younger folks feel this pressure to be widely successful at a very, very young age because it appears easy for so many other people. And just in general in this country and probably globally, people are just more so celebrated when they can accomplish certain things at a young age. You have all these lists for, 18 and under, 21, blah, blah, blah. What do you guys say to someone who is 15 and they're like, I need to get to this place by 18?
Yeah. For me, I would definitely say don't worry about what other people are doing. Go at your own pace. That's something that me and my sister, we have had to learn over time. I look to her as my role model and the person I just always want to be with all the time. And, when one is down, we lift the other one up. Yes. And when we're like, oh, what is going on? Why isn't this way? It's it's okay. Once again, everything's going to be all right. It's not time for that. It's going to happen, and that's okay. And just to work at our own pace,
You guys recorded this album. It took you, about 3 years or so?
Yes.
Okay. In that time, because you just said you guys lift each other up. And by the way, you're so precocious right now. What are you, 17? What are you?
Just turned 18.
18? Okay. Jesus. What did you learn about each other in that process? Because you had to become extremely vulnerable at that time. You had to share things that at first thought. What did you learn about your sister that you didn't know?
I'm just so grateful that I get to create with my sister first and foremost, because I just have to get this out of the way. Her melodies are so classic, and I think that comes from her love of jazz. And so she amazes me every time. When we're creating in our living room, she'll sing these beautiful melodies, and I'm like, wow, that's gorgeous. And it really works great with the hard beats and the 808s and stuff we really love. And when we got homeschooled when I was in 7th grade and she was in 5th grade, we got really, really close. Before that, we were okay, yeah, we're sisters. But once we realized we were really all we had, we got so close. And, I feel like we're twins even though we're not.
Yeah.
We're so insane.
I get that vibe, too. Yeah.
Thank you. So, when we do music, I guess we just kind of express it in another way, our bond. And we already tell each other everything. We're already best friends. So it's kind of we already know what's in the other's head. inside and we help pull it out of each other.
Yeah, it's funny because I have realized my sister's strength more as, working together and going through music together. She's such a sensitive person. Like when we're just doing regular everyday things, her sensitivity is very like right at the top. But when we start our music, it's like a whole other thing comes out. She's so strong, and the hard beats that she makes is really cool for me to see. And I just love that somebody could have all those different parts of themselves.
Yeah.
And for me, it taught me to open up to my sensitivity and my soft side, because sometimes I'm a bit harsh and I'm very headstrong. So it's funny because we've taken pieces of each other and learned from each other in that way. Yeah.
When you listen to these songs, right? Because I've gone through this, I've deciphered this album like a Rubik's cube, and I can't. I can usually go through the way I listen to music. Is my thing is I usually go from the last song to the front. I know, and that's against conventional wisdom. But I've listened to so much music that I have to find different ways that I sneak up on it, and I bounce around. So I started with Fall and worked my way up to Hello Friend. But that's the order that I had it. And there's songs like Happy Without Me with Joey Badass. And naturally I gravitated towards that because Joey Badass, catapulted his career on this show right here, Sway in the Morning. But then I listened to themes like It Breaks My Heart to See You Happy Without Me. And I'm like, how does, because you wrote that a while back.
Right, 30 years ago.
Do you interview your parents about love, or what? How do you do? Because I know when you see Michael Jackson sing when he was when he was a kid, and they always said he had an old soul. Where did he find that soul from? Where do you find these themes like that? Like, that's something I would think. Breaks my heart to see you happy without me. Damn, my ex is going off and she's killing it right now. Why you find a theme like that?
I mean, my sister and I, we get inspired by everything, every little thing. And I personally love to people watch. I love to just sit in a room and watch people and their expressions and everything like that. We pull from things like that, and also conversation. Someone might say a word or a phrase and we'll be like, ding, ding, and we'll write it in our notepad really quick on our phone and go back to it. But, for this, I guess we were just like storytelling in a way. We wanted to paint a picture of, a relationship and where it was great, but then now it's over and now you're sad because you see them happy without you. Because honestly, I feel like most people, they're fine until they see someone's doing good without them. And we wanted to kind of share that through the lyrics.
That's facts.
So
that's why it's fake.
How do you know that stuff? That's what I'm saying. Like, that is so true.
Yeah.
Well, it happens in high school too.
Yeah,
Sway. You should know that from all your girly shows, from the Gossip Girls and
Yo, but Gossip Girl didn't give us that. 90210. It wasn't so real. They was just sleeping with everybody. He was sleeping with everybody. They haven't been in no real serious relationships. Is what I'm saying. So
well, you can see it online though. It's everywhere. Kind of into your point. It's true. Like you're fine in your head until you see pictures. You're good. You could imagine they're home crying too, and then you see something, and it's like, come on, no, this can't be happening.
But have you guys been heartbroken yet?
No,
not yet.
So that's the thing. We love to use our imagination in our music so that we have a wide range of things that we write about, and our songs are different. And because if we were just writing off of our personal life experiences, I think it'd be like, work hard and this is beautiful, I'm happy. But so we just take from other things in life.
Yeah.
So.
Wow, okay, Chloe and Halle are here. The Kids Are All Right is out now. They got a sold-out show at SOB's. That's tonight. Okay, that's a real intimate setting, man. And it's sold out. Y'all selling out shows? Y'all think y'all popping?
I was surprised. I was happy. You're welcome to come, all of you.
Okay, cool. We get in for free?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Hey.
Don't be fake on us.
No.
Track 7. We'll talk about that up next. All right, Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. Listen to that. Listen to that musical IQ, Heather B. Listen to that advanced sound, those harmonies, those multi-layered harmonies right there that these young ladies have created themselves. Listen to that kick drum.
That's good.
What is that? What do you use? Are you on Apple? What are you Ableton?
I'm on Logic, but for like live shows, I use Ableton. Or if I want to like sample our voices, I'll use Ableton and my Push 2 because it's easier on that.
And so you taught yourself like music software at home?
YouTube, yeah. We literally, like, if we don't know anything, we'll Google it. And then there's all these tutorials online. Like, the internet's crazy. And if we don't know something, we'll learn it. And then it's in our repertoire and bam.
My sister is so smart and like tech savvy. She always has been. She's been in like magnet schools and everything. So she won't tell you that, but I will.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta play for your sister. Give her flowers.
Yeah.
And so, but do you play other instruments? You play live instruments as well?
Just the keys right now. I used to play violin. I really want to learn drums instead of just programming them. So that's my next thing after tour and everything. I'm going to get on that.
Okay. And then you once played?
Just guitar, and I used to play cello. Yeah.
And then tell your grandmother made you quit.
Yeah.
Okay. Grandmother didn't like her having that. She want that cello in front of her. So she was like, nah, dog. Get a flute.
I think it's amazing, though, seeing such like young women in instruments. You know, obviously, Alicia Keys, it makes me come to mind with her when she first stepped out, and we hadn't seen that in quite some time, except when we went back to the older artists when she was playing, and then her, you know, watching, she plays guitar, she plays drums, she's so talented. I mean, super duper talented. And now to hear that you young ladies are playing instruments as well, I think it's dope. Keep incorporating that into your shows and whatnot, because it gets lost if people don't see it enough, you know. So, and you get to encourage other women to pick up instruments and learn how to play. So thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Chloe and Halle are here. You know them from Grownish, but we're talking about the kids are all right. And I remember asking you what was that title behind that title, and you guys basically said. You want me to say it, or you know?
Yeah, we can say it.
Yeah.
So the title "The Kids Are All Right," which we called our album, really meant so much to us. You know, not only for us as, you know, two young girls growing up trying to find their voices, but also as this generation, being a part of Generation Z. You know, there's a lot of underestimation, and there's so many crazy things happening in the world, and you know, everyone's wondering if we'll be okay. Even sometimes I'm like, will we be okay? But I'm like, the kids today, we learn how to take negativity and turn it into something positive, whether it's through like our voices or our art or even online, and then protesting and doing the marches and all of that good stuff. And that title just means so much to us, and I can't wait to tour it. This album, it means so much to us. We're actually going on tour in like a month for On the Run. We're opening, so the kids will be on the run too.
On the Run too. Ooh,
Yeah,
I'm getting
so-
I'm gonna save my SOB tickets for the On the Run 2 tickets. Can I trade them in? Yeah, okay, cool. No, I know I got to connect. I got to connect. So wow, congratulations, going on tour with the king and the queen again. Okay.
Yeah, we're really, really excited. It's like a family reunion tour, and we're happy we get to merge Rock Nation and Parkwood together, and we get to be a part of that. And it's going to be really, really fun. We're so grateful to Beyoncé as always, and it's going to be a fun ride. So.
Jay, you gonna get Jay on the track? What's the possibilities of
awesome.
Jay-Z on the track? You ever ask him? Just say, hey, excuse me, Mr. Carter.
Hey, Jay-Z.
At least Blue Ivy, she got bars now too.
I know, right?
Yeah.
She's the smartest little person.
You know, you say some interesting things. And I was listening to Fake on the lyrics on Fake, and that's what you say. The kids will be all right, especially in this time and in this era. You said in the pre-chorus, you say she says these things you're saying ain't staying. They don't move me like mountains ain't moving. I'm grounded by gravity. What does that mean?
Yeah. So basically, the whole concept of our song Fake really came from, you know, experiences that we had gone through where we're very bubbly people. We're very nice and energetic. And sometimes people take that for being fake. They're like, oh my gosh, are you guys like fake? Like, and over time, we were like, okay, let's just put this into a song. And basically, it was our response to that. Like, just because, you know, you're beautiful and you're kind doesn't mean you're fake. In that no matter what you say, I'm grounded by gravity. Like, I'll be okay no matter what. And your opinions won't sway me at all.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was basically just a response to the haters.
Okay.
and
Damn,
to
y'all
people.
got haters? Okay, so the line that Fake woke hashtagging.
Yes.
What is Fake woke hashtagging?
So after we wrote this song, you know, we kind of just wanted to make it a general statement of what is fake today. And so a lot of times, when crazy things happen, you'll see a bunch of hashtags online and people will claim they're woke, but it's all about your energy and what you put out and how you use your voice to make a difference instead of just hashtagging all the time. And, I feel like it's important nowadays, with everything, you have to put action into it for change to happen.
Okay.
So
I'll stop using the hashtags then. All right. I'm going to take some phone lines right now. We're going to go real quick. We got Angelica in Nevada. Good morning, Angelica. Go for it. Go ahead.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm so excited.
Thank you.
You have a question, though.
So I just wanted to say that well, more so just just giving mad props to Chloe and Halle, just because I remember first seeing them on Facebook and thinking wow, these girls are really, really beautiful, and they're singing all of these covers and they're harmonizing so well. And it just kind of really brought me back to the Lauryn Hill and Heather B was saying the Alicia Keys kind of era where music was music and it was more about harmonizing than really about trying to get out there. And then when I got really, really excited when I saw them on Grownish, and I mean their characters are beautiful. I just think you ladies are absolutely beautiful, and I downloaded the album as soon as I heard that it was out.
Thank
and
you
I
so
listened
much.
to it, and it's so. I'm 8 months pregnant, so my son loves listening to it, and I try to get him
many blessings.
to listen to different things.
Okay.
But I just ask you guys the best, and God bless on your journey, and just continue making beautiful music.
Thank you so much.
Look at that. Thank you, Angelica.
Congratulations,
Little
on your
baby, get to
baby.
sleep to y'all voices. That's something, right?
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Janice in Syracuse.
Janice, what's up?
Janice.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, Sway, Heather B, Tracy, Chloe,
What
and
up,
Halle.
baby?
I just
Hi.
love y'all. Listen, long time listener, first time caller.
Yes.
So I just wanted to congratulate Chloe and Halle on everything that you guys are doing. I watched y'all on Grownish, and I'm a big fan of the Beehive. I'm with King B all the way. I can't wait till the On Run Tour 2 comes through Buffalo, New York. That's where I'm about to hit up. But I just want to congratulate you ladies on everything. I just love everything that y'all doing, y'all music.
Thank you
And
so
Sway
much.
and Heather B and Tracy G. If it wasn't for y'all and the All Out show, I probably would delete my subscription. But
Wow.
y'all give me life, and y'all keep me going all day, every day.
Wow, that's what's up.
Thank
Are you being fake? Are you hashtagging this? No, I'm joking. Thank you. I'm gonna go to Canada. The original True. What up?
What up?
Hey, what's up?
Say hello to Chloe and Halle.
First of all, what's up? Big ups to the homie Jordan Buhat. I used to work with him, man. He's a good
on
dude.
Grownish.
Yes.
The question I had for you guys is, being sisters, and everybody probably thinks you're twins. Do you feel like you have to do everything together?
Ooh, that's a great question. Well, I guess I'll answer first. I am the little sister, so that's by default. That always happens. I feel like I'm losing an arm if I don't have my sister. But, as we're growing, we do realize that sometimes we need moments to ourselves, and that's beautiful because when we reunite, it's also beautiful. And yeah, it's just growing with your sister is a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to be, but we always want to be. Like my sister said, whenever she's in another room, I feel like my other half is gone. So we're inseparable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did y'all clash at all on any of the songs that you created?
With creativity, we have two different minds
Yeah.
and two different perspectives. So not everything we agree on, but what we like to do, we'll try both versions, and whichever one sounds the best we'll go with. And it's kind of I've won that, I've won. Because we'll be okay, you were right with that. And I tend to do that a lot with Halle. She's like, I told you from the beginning, I told you.
Okay, the told you so, sister. Do y'all read the same books? Do you read?
Yes, we love
Yes,
to read.
we love to read.
What are you reading right? Anything you're reading right now?
Oh, I love self-help books, and
Okay.
I love thriller books.
Okay.
So anything down that, line is my
Yeah.
forte.
Absolutely. I'm also into American literature. I love poems and, Langston Hughes is somebody who's always amazing. And then I also just love reading romance books as well, like teenage books.
Okay, that's what's up. I'm just baffled by the music IQ you guys have. Everything you learned through YouTube?
Pretty much. And each other. And our family just giving us that that push, that, hey, you can do this no matter what.
Song structure, even the short film you did, your father's taught you song structure.
Yes, when we were 10 and 8 years old.
Okay.
Our dad set us down and taught us basic song structure. He's always been an amazing writer. He writes like the best poems and best birthday cards. Okay. So he taught us from the beginning that. So, we would grow and continue to make songs with stories.
This is amazing, man. Well, look, this is your first time on the show, and our first time guests always have to go through this initiation. And we call it what, Heather B?
The mystery sack.
Put your hands into Sway.
Wait, okay.
Sounds good.
It's Sway's Mystery Sack on Shade 45.
Gotta explain the rules, Heather B.
All right, you're going to dig down deep. You're going to answer a question one at a time, and then you have to answer honestly. So, you pick one.
One at a time.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we answer the same one?
No, you get a separate one.
All right.
Those questions are safe.
Ooh. Oh, this is okay. If Drake was your boyfriend, what would you say to him after both of you listened to Pusha T's latest diss? Oh. Okay. Well, first, I would be like, he came for your wig. I'm sorry. But you're still a very talented person, and you'll be amazing.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good girlfriend. Yes. For your wig.
Okay, what's more appealing, tattoos or piercings? What is more appealing? Sometimes tattoos can be nice if it's done tastefully. Yeah. And I'll say piercings, because a nice, cool nose piercing would look cool. I'll say piercings.
Shows a lot of confidence.
She got an easy one.
Got an easy one. She did get an easy one. All right.
Wait, it's my turn?
Yeah, I got 3 of them.
She's like, hold on.
Hallie
You
is
put your question back in, right?
Did I? I think so.
Okay. Can't answer the same question twice. It won't work.
If you had to trade lives with any cartoon character, who would it be and why? Ooh, that is a great one. I would have to say it would be Tom from Tom and Jerry, because they just seemed like they had such a great life of just running around and having fun. So
that's what's up.
That would be mine.
I'm surprised you know who Tom and Jerry are. That's pretty good. That's a Looney Tune, right? Okay.
Okay, what's your favorite and least favorite thing about Instagram? I would have to say my favorite thing about Instagram is posting. That's always fun. I feel like I'm the best Instagram photo editor and taker.
Hello.
Yep. And also staying connected with my friends. I won't have to text them all the time. I already know what they're up to. And then my least favorite thing about Instagram, it's a lot of content on there. Sometimes I have to go on Instagram hiatuses. I'll delete it from my phone because I notice I'll just scroll too much and I'll be disconnected from the world. But other than that, I love it.
Okay, cool. So my daughter says the same thing about I'm the best editor and poster. Yeah, you sound just like her right there. You're spooky. All right. Don't ask me for allowance. All right. Okay.
That was the Drake one.
That was the Drake question.
All right, last one.
All right. When was the last time you were disappointed in each other? I don't get disappointed with my sister.
Okay.
Wow. I really don't. I really honestly don't.
We get mad sometimes over
like cleaning the kitchen if you're not helping me, but that doesn't matter.
Never disappointed. We're always there for you.
Okay. One last one. Go ahead, Chloe.
I'm scared for this one.
Good luck. I hope you get a hard one too.
I think that was.
The one.
Same one.
Yeah.
Same one.
Okay. Here we go.
What does that say?
If you have a crush on someone, do you make the first move or put it on the other person? I feel like I have mind tricks because I can want the person but make it seem like they're going after me first.
Okay, that's pretty good. There you go. I like that. Spoken like a true girl. All right, look, the album is The Kids Are All Right. You can check them out on the On the Run 2 tour coming up in about a month. Tonight they'll be at SOBs. It's sold out, so you have to really sneak in to get to see them. And you can watch them. Grownish season 2 has already been renewed. This is the first of hopefully many times we get to sit down and speak with each other. It's been a long time coming for us, huh? All right. Chloe and Halle, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And then let me see what track. Y'all want to pick a track?
Ooh, which track you want to play? High-low.
High-low?
Yeah,
okay.
let's do that one.
That's with Gold Link. Give us a little context on High-low real quick.
Yes, so high-low is just about learning to love all of your flaws and your highs and your lows, because when they go together, it makes you you. So this was like, I like myself.
There it is. Chloe and Halle. And up next, we got the original cast members of Yo MTV Raps.